let's flip a coin. Head Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer.
Okay, it's Andy Graham with the Andy Lee Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I say Andy Lee Graham because if you search on Facebook or whatever, there's a million Andy Grahams, right? So I'm Andy Lee Graham from Orland, Indiana. Traveled nonstop for 16 plus years and went to 96 countries. Okay, Lawrence B. asked, hello traveler, I have been enjoying your European trip. I am wondering how you sleep in hostels. Do you use plugs or eye mask? How many hours do you sleep at night? All the best, Lawrence B. Sent from his brownie box, whatever that is, some kind of smartphone. Obviously the smartphones are growing. How do I sleep in hostels? It's better than chickens and dogs barking. Okay. The downside of sleeping in a hostel for sleeping is that there can be people sleeping, snoring. Not generally as bad as you think. No worse than a chicken or a dog barking outside my room, whatever. I don't use earplugs or I don't use masks because I don't use these at home, and they really, I've tried it. I tried it many times years before, and I'm not used to these things, and it's just as annoying as the snoring in a way, so to me they bother me. What I do is try to look on the internet. If you're looking at hostels and you can look at the pictures, try to look and see if they have curtains, if they have a little light above there. And I actually will hang up my towel across there, or used to be I hang up my hammock across the thing and make my own curtain, and that shuts out the light. I'm not used to sleeping with the mask over my face, so it's very uncomfortable. It's confining. As far as the noise, truthfully, World Traveler is not for people that can't sleep with noise, because it's always noisy somewhere. I'm hardly ever in a place where I would say it's much quieter than a snoring person. That's when you get above the $50 a night room. Yeah, $50 a night. Anything above $50 a night, you should have complete quiet. But strangely, they put a lot of those hotels right on the main highway. That's why they have air conditioning, so that you don't have any noise coming in, because if the windows, but then you don't have any fresh air, so you're getting killed by the air conditioning, right? I like to sleep in the fresh air. The biggest problem is sleeping in the dorm is once in a while there's snoring people. Then I have noticed that most people just seem to have no situational awareness. They get up, and when they're packing, they just don't see it as any obligation whatsoever to be quiet or careful or lack of noise. Well, that's not true. 25% of them do. But the other, they'll come in and just start talking, and they just totally unaware of their fellow surroundings. It's I can't say much for the human race. They're a bunch of pigs. Okay, and the alcoholic, the drunk, party zones. I mean, I've been really fortunate down here in southeastern Europe. That's pretty quiet. Up around like Amsterdam, England, Germany, all these places. That's the party circuit, and they rate their best hostels by how big a party they are, which means they're going to be coming in all night, all day. This is not where I'm at. This is more of a historical culture trip on this end of southeastern Europe. And but if you're up there, you probably don't want to get the best hostel. You probably want to get down on the lower end so that it's not the biggest party. Because I remember I was in a hostel in Amsterdam, and I had to sleep in the airport because there wasn't a way to get to the airport because of a strike on the transportation. And the airport was actually sleepy, quieter, and more comfortable than the Amsterdam hostel. The benefit of a hostel, though, and I'm quite sure that I'll only sleep in hostels for the rest of my time in Europe, or any time I come to Europe, unless I rent a room by the month, because people move so fast that unless you're going out and spending $50, $100 a night at a bar or something, every night. There's no social life whatsoever unless you're in a hostel, because everybody moves so fast, and it's just not very much fun in Europe with when you stay outside. Like I'm in a private room right now, and I have absolutely no friends other than the owner. So I was in Kosovo, I had a whole bunch of friends. So to me, the way to, and there is an educational thing of being in a hostel. So it doesn't matter how old you are really, unless you can't climb four flights of stairs. If you can't climb 4 flights of stairs or climb into the top bunk of a bunk bed, then you shouldn't do it. But other than that, it probably works. But so to stop the light, I hang up a towel, or I really recommend carrying a beach towel size towel and tying it up and learning how to tie it up. And as far as the noise, how much sleep do I get? I get about 7 hours sleep every night, and it's also a hassle in a hostel to wake up early. I wake up early, so I'm really trying to stay up late, because when I wake up at 6 o'clock, everybody's still sleeping, and they don't get out of bed till about 9 o'clock every day. So everybody in the hostel sleeps till 9 o'clock, so it's tough to be an early riser. But hope that answered your question. Thank you.